Hi, and welcome to part one of the Oscar special of the show. It has been exactly almost 1 year since Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. Everybody hates Chris. Now, if you watched that Netflix special just almost a week ago, he said how he felt about the slap. But now critics are weighing in about what happened. Take a look.
Anybody that says words hurt has never been punched in the face.
Reaction is pouring in over Chris Rock's epic takedown of Will Smith.
People like, did it hurt? It still hurts. Will Smith is significantly bigger than me. We're not the same size, okay? We're not. This guy, Will Smith does movies with his shirt off. You've never seen me do a movie with my shirt off.
Chris Rock shreds Will Smith. 1 year later, Chris Rock slapped back hard, but USA Today gives it a thumbs down. He's mean, he's predictable, and boring. Some cringed over his reference to Jada.
He referred to Jada as the B word. I was like, oh, Chris Rock.
What do we expect from Chris Rock? He's always going to push the envelope. But still.
Calling Jada the B word during your stand-up special is completely inappropriate. It's unacceptable.
Rock was paid $40 million for the 1 hour special, the first live event in Netflix history. It took place at the Hippodrome Theater in Baltimore, which happens to be Jada's hometown. Rock offered his theory on what led Smith to punch him.
I didn't have any entanglements. She hurt him way more than he hurt me, okay?
Rock was referring to Jada Pinkett Smith's public admission that she cheated on her husband, calling it an entanglement. And he was slapped over misplaced anger.
Everybody call him a
So why didn't he hit back?
I got parents. And you know what my parents taught me? Don't fight in front of white people.
Will Smith is banned from attending the Oscars for 10 years. Chris Rock says he has no intention of going himself either, at least not this year.
So that was that backlash. And calling somebody the B word? Oh, now you're gonna be hit with a lawsuit, buddy. Even USA Today. But let's hear a portion of what Harvey Ling has to say from TMZ. I'm not showing you the whole thing. I'm showing you a portion.
Stunned at this. I watched it live. And this is a writer for The Root. She essentially said just what you said, that he deserved it. She said that this was Chris Rock's history, that he was attacking black women, and the weird thing was, she was getting into the fact that there are a lot of marginalized people who have become the butt of jokes. And that's certainly fair. But this is Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith. And they are Hollywood royalty, actually. And look, Chris Rock told a joke on stage. He didn't mention her name. And maybe some people found it offensive. Will Smith didn't seem to find it offensive because he laughed at it and then turned to Jada. And then his whole demeanor changed. So, look, I have not really heard people.
All right, now that we heard a portion from Harvey, let's take a look. Let's take a look at Will Smith's reaction to Chris Rock. Let's hear how Will Smith feels, and then we'll take a break.
Rooted for Will Smith my whole life. I root for this motherfucker, okay? And now I watch Emancipation just to see him get whooped.
Chris Rock took aim at Will Smith during his Netflix comedy special on Saturday, 1 year after the actor slapped him at the Oscars. Now a source tells ET Will is embarrassed and hurt by what the comedian said about him and his family. During the special, Chris referenced the cheating rumors that surrounded Will and his wife Jada Pinkett Smith in 2020.
All right. Now that we've heard from a portion from ET, let's hear what.
For Comedy Hive News.
We're now going to hear what.
Slap back towards Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith. Responses from the Smith family are finally coming out. According to the New York Post, Will Smith is embarrassed and hurt over Rock's comments in his latest Netflix special, Selective Outrage. Rock will close his comedy special by addressing the infamous Oscar slap and roasting the Smith family. A source that caught up with Entertainment Tonight said, Will is embarrassed and hurt by what Chris said about him.
He didn't watch it, yet he'll tell him that Chris said it's everywhere. Look online, we'll apologize, say blah, 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 blah. Well, that's just the beginning. We'll keep you posted on this, and if there's any new developments, we'll let you know. Still ahead, that question that every kid asks the mom, where do babies come from? What is sex? I'm going to tell you what you can, as a parent, what you can do to talk to your kid, to have the talk with your kids about dating, birth control, and sex. But first, these students are walking out because of a threat that happened. We'll explain. Stay with us. 3 days ago, there was a threat, a social media threat that happened in Taft High. And it was going on quiet. The students decided to walk out. So why didn't the school respond and kept it in the dark? It's a walk that you will never miss. Here's Megan Hickey.
Dozens of students spilled out of the front doors at the start of fifth period.
It's so unfortunate that, really we have to worry about it. It's hard.
In this planned walkout, communication seemed to be the biggest gripe.
They don't tell us exactly what's going on, which worries us, because if there is a threat, we want to know what's going on.
CPD tells me they were made aware of the threat on Monday afternoon. Students tell us a student was making some sort of list for the next day, which was taken to mean a hit list.
I felt unsafe.
I'm sick of having to plan a literal escape route every single time I enter a classroom.
This junior told me that the rumors on social media, coupled with silence from administrators, heightened their anxiety.
Especially since we had no communication on any of this. It left me so anxious the entire day, because at any moment, anything could happen.
Nobody knows what's going on, and we're all freaked out.
In the wake of several high-profile tragic shootings across the country, Taft students said they're extra sensitive, and some are requesting the return of metal detectors. In a letter to staff obtained by the CBS 2 investigators, the school's principal said, "We will reinforce our regular screening of students before they enter our school building." He also said, "There's no safety threat to our school, and all of our students and staff are safe."
Our lives are important.
These students say they hope in the future they will be better kept in the loop.
We should have been informed that we would be safe in this school instead of all of us being worried.
Now, CPS told us administrators will continue to meet with students who have expressed concerns. Now, CPS does not participate in a statewide helpline called Safe to Tell Illinois that is specifically aimed at reporting and responding to incidents like these. They use their own system. We asked for data and information about that system and their critical alerts, but we're still waiting. Live in Norwood Park, Megan Hickey, CBS 2 Investigators.
Thank you, Megan.
Okay.
Definitely some gusty winds expected with this.
Sure. Common sense alert. Sorry. Common sense alert. Sorry about that. You're keeping kids in the dark about what happened. If there was a threat, you should be alerting parents about what happened. The day of. not the day after, not 2 days, not 3 days, not 4, not 5, not 10, not 20, not 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 10 years, 20, 30. It doesn't matter. If there's something happening, you need to let parents know immediately. Look at the case of Adriana Kirch. The school didn't notify them until 2 days later. 2 days later. 2 days later. It feels like they're being kept in the dark about what's going on. This is a case of schools not communicating with kids. And let me tell you something. Communication is key. The key point here is communication. Communication is key. If you don't communicate with people about what's going on, they're going to think that school is safe. Which, when your child comes home from school and you ask them, how was your day? They said it was worse because there was a threat that happened and the school is not going to notify the parents until tomorrow, which it should be doing the day of. If that's common sense for you. All right. Now on to bullying, where a tragic bullying death at a CT school led to a historic settlement 10 years later. Take a look at this.
We are back now with a heartbreaking iTeam exclusive interview. A sister talking about the loss of her teenage brother and what's believed to be an historic wrongful death settlement in a school bullying case in Connecticut. Investigative reporter Sarah Wallace explains how the family hopes that their pain will finally result in real change.
I don't have my brother anymore. I think that part of you just learns to live with it.
If a picture is worth 1,000 words, then these images of the Pelotes family speak volumes. But heartbreakingly, there would be no more photos taken after 2013, when Bart, then 15, took his life after what the family describes as persistent bullying. First at this Greenwich, Connecticut middle school, and then the high school.
No kid should have to go through what Bart went through.
It was the first day of 10th grade. Bart's sister, Beata, had just gone away to college.
Do you feel guilty? Oh, I feel tremendously guilty. I mean, to this day, I bring it up in therapy. What if I didn't go away? If I stayed, would he still be here? He felt that I was kind of his ally in all of this.
2 years after Bart died, his parents, Polish immigrants who had specifically picked Greenwich to give their 2 children a chance at the American dream, filed a wrongful death lawsuit.
Bart was bullied, not once, not twice, but time after time, year after year, school after school.
The family's legal team obtained a staggering amount of internal school documents that are painful to read.
Shoelaces tied together, stitches in head, hit with locker. He won't tell on kids. There was a horrifying casualness to the way Bart was bullied and treated.
The town has continually maintained that the schools acted appropriately when it came to caring for Bart.
There's another their own notes. These are their own notes. Bart was bullied relentlessly, viciously, pervasively.
The family's attorneys note that Greenwich does have a strict anti-bullying policy on paper.
It was a very good policy. And what we have here is just a colossal failure to comply with that policy.
Now, 10 years after Bart's death, after years of legal wrangling and COVID delays, the town of Greenwich has agreed to pay Bart's family $5 million without acknowledging wrongdoing or negligence. It's a potentially historic settlement involving a school district and bullying allegations.
Why did you think it was important to pursue this? So that no family has to go through what we did.
Does the settlement give you closure?
It does. In a way, I feel like the school has taken a step into saying we should have done more.
Beata has become an advocate for bully awareness.
We're still seeing cases, where bullying is still happening. There's still families that are moving out of towns. They're switching schools, pulling kids out. Change will not happen until there is repercussions. for not following the policies.
A spokesman for the Board of Education told us in a brief statement, legal teams for both sides worked diligently on the settlement, adding the district realizes this is a sad situation. Worth noting that none of the school officials nor board members who were initially involved in Bart's case remain in those positions. From Greenwich, Sarah Wallace, News 4 New York.
And now they're being tough on themselves because of what's happening. Sorry about that. But ain't no need to throw in common sense. So what I'm gonna... This is not just throwing us under the bus. This is just basically saying you're in the wrong and you did something wrong. All right. Now, the popcorn guy is at the Oscars. Was at the Oscars. Up next, I'm going to play you a skit from Jimmy Kimmel. He's really he's a really great friend of mine. We went to school 10 years ago, and I'm glad he went viral. Stay with us. Welcome back to our Give Me a Break Oscars 2023 special. We focused on Chris Rock. Now we're focusing on my old friend Jason here in Corpus Christi, or better known as the Popcorn Guy. In just a little bit, I'm going to play you a skit from Jimmy Kimmel. Now, for those who don't know Jason G, he was a viral guy, better known as the Popcorn Guy at Century 16. If you know him, it was a video that got viral, and it was on TikTok. Then he was on Jimmy Kimmel, inviting him to see the Oscars. Now he's at the Oscars. And Jimmy invited him on a front row seat. So what was really going on then? Here's Simone Simpson.
You're not going to be seeing Popcorn Guy anytime soon at your local theater. He's in Los Angeles at the Dolby Theater.
Honestly, it was just been so surprising.
It's that laugh and smile.
The fact that, I got so famous and popular after all this one little video.
And that one little video that's earned him a seat.
That's all I can right now.
He's taking in the sights in the City of Angels, but has not lost the meaning behind the video that's impacted millions.
I'm so glad I can get people into the seats of Cinemark again, and Century, and all the other big movie theaters. I really love the theaters as much as I do, and I'm glad I can get people to go back to them.
Even with so many eyes on him, his kindness towards others takes center stage.
Everyone deserves happiness. Everyone deserves joy. If I can do a little piece of that to everybody when I'm doing my tricks, I hope other people out there can do the same with what they want to do.
What comes next for Mr. Groswell?
Well, honestly, as soon as the Oscars are over, man, I'm going to be going back to Corpus Christi, be doing my popcorn tricks more at the Cinemark. Who knows? We might get a better position. Maybe I might do something different. Whatever Cinemark has planned for me, I'm more than willing to do.
Simone Simpson, 3 News.
And I really hope he does. And if it's a Give Me a Break first for me, I may have him on the show doing some popcorn tricks. Or even better, if I ask him if I can come over to the Cinemark to his show while he's doing popcorn tricks when we go on break, it would have been a first. Now, speaking of Jimmy Kimmel, Jason was on. My good friend. He is really a great fan of mine. I'm not throwing him under the bus. He is really a great celebrity. I don't throw celebrities under the bus whether they live in Corpus Christi or not. He's really great. He's really a great friend of mine. And our thanks to Simone Simpson for that. So now, let's take a look at his role at that skit from Jimmy Kimmel.
Guillermo, I'm home. Guillermo, have you been using your magic powers again?
You say you wanted a corn for a movie night.
I said I wanted popcorn for movie night. My guests are arriving in 5 minutes.
I have an idea. Look at the TV.
Oh, it's viral popcorn scooping sensation Jason Grosball. But what good does this do us? Wait. Are you rubbing your magic mustache?
Yes.
Warm, buttery, delicious Orville Redenbacher's microwave popcorn is ready in minutes. Thank you. You saved the day.
You're welcome.
I was talking to Jason.
Whether you're watching your favorite blockbuster, award show, or big game from home, enjoy Orville Redenbacher's popcorn while doing it. Find your favorite popcorn at Orville.com.
Jason, my old friend, if you want to come on the show, I'll have you on. I'll have you on sometime this week or next week. Or, even better, if the managers approve me coming over there, which they won't make me do, but if it happens, I'm coming. And it'll be one hell of a show you won't miss. As Give Me a Break as this show goes viral with Jason G. One day. I really hope that happens. More show coming up. Stay with us. Welcome back to our Give Me a Break 23 Oscars special. If you're joining us, we're focusing on my old friend, my great friend Jason Grosball, who went viral weeks ago because he was the popcorn guy with lots of great tricks. And if he showed me those tricks on the show, I'd basically fail. But I'm really happy to learn. Really. But can other people do this? Let's find out if, as Leslie Adamy, Rudy Trevino, and Alan Holt try their best at Jason G's tricks. Take a look.
We're here with Jason Groswell, the popcorn guy in Corpus Christi, and he's going to show us a tutorial on how he does his tricks. Jason, how do you do this? Where do you start? What's the trick?
Pretty easy. You just grab a big handful of buckets, about 8 to 10. Best thing you can do. You're only gonna need 4 fingers on it. You're gonna have to put them like right here, 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 and your thumb over here. Then you're gonna push upwards and then twist. Then you can switch it to your other finger, switch it to the other finger. And sometimes I'm still trying to learn how to do this, but I'm trying to switch to my other hand. And just like that.
The gloves. You're wearing gloves. Does that help?
Yes, it helps out a lot.
Okay.
I can do it without gloves, but it's not as strong.
Okay, so alright, help me here. Help me get this popcorn set up.
So you're gonna need to put your thumb. Oh, sorry. Your thumb's right here.
Okay.
And next finger right here. Here. And you don't really need your pinky.
I feel like I need it to look. Okay.
Although your hand is kind of small, sorry.
Small hand.
Then you're just gonna put it upwards.
Okay.
And then you're gonna sling it around on your thumb.
Okay.
Just like that.
Okay. That's fine. Here we go, guys.
Go.
No, almost. Okay.
Go.
Sideways.
You got it, man.
You got it.
There you go.
Let's see if Alan or Leslie and Rudy want to do it.
Put your thumb right here, finger right here, and then you don't need your pinky finger.
I need my pinky finger to do.
You only need 4 fingers. You got it, man. You just gotta believe in yourself. You just gotta keep your thumb straight up, and you gotta keep it straight in the center. You can't move your arm around while you're doing it. That's a little too fast, though, man.
While these 3 try to perfect their popcorn skills, you can grab your bucket and join us for the Oscars this Sunday on KIII.
That was really amazing. But not as really amazing as this guy. 7 months ago, there was another corn before Jason. 7 months ago, this little kid talked about corn. And after all that, a very popular musical all about that corn. It's corn. Because corn is awesome. According to him. Take a look.
Me, I really like corn.
What do you like about corn?
Ever since I was told that corn was real, it tasted good.
Did you think corn wasn't real?
But when I tried it with butter, everything changed. I love cone.
Do you think everyone should be eating corn?
No, not everyone has to like it to be the best.
Yeah.
Everyone just has to try it. Have a bite.
What else are your favorite things?
I play a variety of games. Hide and seek, tag, never lava monster. Yeah, mostly cone. I mean, then look at this then. I can't imagine a more beautiful thing. It's cone. Look at this.
It's corn!
Because corn is awesome.
Can you describe corn to someone who's never tasted it before?
A big lump with knobs. It has the juice. It's the part that mostly makes me like the cone.
How much do you think corn should cost?
$1. I hope you will have a cone-tastic day.
A corn-tastic day?
What? It's just a pun about cone. If anyone loves cone, if you come to me, I can tell you all about it.
Do you like corn?
No.
Have you ever had corn before?
No.
It's the cone. That guy was viral. And so there, that's part 1. Here's part 2.
What's up, folks? Today we are here with Tariq.
Hi.
And we are talking all about
Cone.
again.
Well, the best thing about cone is the grease.
You want some corn right now?
Yeah.
Here you go, my friend.
Take a look at this. Corn.
What's like top 3 ways you can eat corn?
Butter really like spreads out like the good taste with butter and the grease and toasted with the grease.
What is the grease?
Actually, kind of the thing that makes the cone good.
So, something that people have really appreciated about what you had to say about corn is that you loved it so much and it made you so happy. Why is it important to love things wholeheartedly?
So when you love something, that means you really appreciate it after all the whole war.
Should we make up the corn dance?
Oh yeah.
Alright, let's do it.
To do the cone dance, you do something like this. And then something like this.
Now you eat it while you do it.
Corn break.
What'd you say?
Corn break.
Why is it important to take a corn break?
Yeah, because you can restore your energy.
What are the lumps with the knobs?
The knobs, the part of cone that holding up they vertically, so you can hold them in any shape.
Wait, which part's the lump? I thought the lump was the whole thing.
Look here. Yeah, the knobs are the corners that keep the corners up. I love the lump with the knob. It got the juice.
What does corn taste like?
It tastes juicy. It's yummy.
This is good.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to say to adults and tell them how they can find joy?
Well, sometimes adults can find joy from like just trying to pretend when they were also just a kid.
Do the corn dance.
Bibbidi boobidi dibbidi bop.
Bobbly boobly bobbly beep. Corn break.
Corn break. Well, if someone likes corn, if they take a corn break, they can take a break without eating corn. Take a corn break.
What's it mean to be a corn friend?
Like if 2 people like corn. Yeah. If you find someone that likes corn, that's like you. Yeah.
What is a corn-tastic day?
Well, I made it up, and it's like a pun about corn.
But what does it mean to have a corn-tastic day?
It mostly means to like have a fantastic day.
But like with corn in it?
Yeah. Have a fantastic day. Corn. Ibbity boobity booty bop. Turn this woman into a pop.
If you could talk to corn, what do you think corn would say?
It would beg me to eat it.
Drake, it's me, a corn, a British corn.
Well, hello, it's me, Mr. Corn.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corn, it's me, Sir Corn. Why do you think all these humans are talking about us corn so much?
Because they might be wanting to eat us. We have to run and find somewhere safe before we all get eaten.
Let's get out of here. I'm terrified.
Ooh, look, yummy corn.
No! Are we corn friends?
Yeah. And that's the tongue dance.
Corn break. I'm pretty much done with my corn.
For me, it looks like I have a long way to go.
What do you think about Komodo dragons?
Komodo dragons? Well, there's two interesting facts about Komodo dragons. Like, one bite can kill you in minutes. And also, they can use those hands to track the prey down. That's how they find the creature.
What was it like having so many people like what you have to say?
It's just amazing to have everyone, like, just to support everyone.
Yeah?
It was like, yeah, Len is, like, negative in the world.
Have a corntastic day. I appreciate you coming on the show.
You too.
Bye, my friend. Do you have any questions for me?
Mr. Dearlier, where did you originally live before you, like, moved to New York?
I was born in New York, and then I lived in Philadelphia for a while, and then Boston, and then I moved back to New York.
Okay.
All right, my friend. Anything else you want to say about corn before we go?
Yeah?
Hey, what?
The best way to prepare corn, you can boil it and then give it and spread butter on it.
So, let's take a corn break. When we come back, we're going to have more show for you. So, take some corn, eat some corn, have some corn, eat some popcorn, and stay with us. Welcome back. Now a story that would make any teacher, parent, and student cringe or make them upset. Last month, there was a viral video that happened where a teacher slam dunks a student. I don't make this up. It was in California. In California, a substitute teacher slamming a student to the ground. It's just the video that went viral shows a Richmond High School substitute teacher exchanging words with the student before grabbing and slamming him on the ground. Ever since that video went viral, the teacher has since been fired. I should warn you, the video you're about to see is... Now, really, I have to warn you. This video you're about to see is clearly inappropriate for young viewers. Please ask your kids to leave the room. And I'm serious, we do not want a bunch of kids seeing this, and it's not going to be fun for you to see it. But we have to be aware of what's going on in our classrooms and what our teachers are doing. Take a look.
The video shows the substitute teacher exchanging words with the student before grabbing and slamming him on the ground as other students watched in disbelief. The teacher then forces the student out of the classroom. According to the West Contra Costa Unified School District, prior to the incident, the student had made a racial slur.
There is no justifying it, but I just think he could have taken better precautions, like calling the principal or some authority. So I just think it was a bad move, I'll say that.
This parent, Irma Beltran, found the teacher's actions disturbing.
I'm feeling angry.
The incident has rattled Richmond High. Today, ABC 7 News was given cell phone video of a gathering organized by the Black Student Union. They addressed other students, denouncing the use of any racial slurs and also asking the school to ensure everyone's safety. Those who have been taught by the substitute teacher say he's liked by students.
He was a pretty cool guy from when he subbed in my classrooms.
Yeah, he was just a normal teacher. He was just there. It would just be there if we needed him.
The school district fired the teacher and issued this statement. The student is safe with their family, and our school and district are fully investigating the incident. Also investigating the incident is Richmond Police. So far, it's not clear if charges will be filed against the teacher.
We will finish our investigation, conduct our interviews, and then we will forward that report to the district attorney, and then they will review the case and make an ultimate filing decision as far as whether this amounts to a felony crime, a misdemeanor crime, and what charges should be filed, if any.
In Richmond, Leanne Melendez, ABC 7 News.
All right. All right. Okay, common sense alert.
Investigators are still trying to figure out what caused a fire yesterday.
Sorry. Common sense alert. If your student is acting up in class as a substitute, you have the power to take them to the office. Just say, hey, go to the office. It's not any point where a teacher is being disrespected. No teacher wants to be disrespected. Whether it's a substitute teacher or a regular teacher. But they do have the right to write them up and take them to the office. That's what every person does. When somebody disrespects the teacher, that's going way too far. Even when you're swearing by Spanish.
About to meet with the freshman.
Take a look.
About to meet with the freshman. He said something inappropriate to a teacher, and he's coming in along with his father. I have you here today because of the referral I received from the gym teacher. And according to the gym teacher, she writes, Oscar called me a bitch in Spanish. He later told me he was talking to the ground. He obviously was not.
Stuff pretty much starts to saying things because I never said that word to her. And she's just saying that I did, but nobody heard it.
So Oscar, tell me what happened.
I said "marica sea," which doesn't mean bitch at all. And I was looking at the ground at the time when I said that, and I told her that, and she said, no, you were talking to me. And I told her if I would have said it to her, I would have looked at her like face to face.
But what is the word bitch? What is that in Spanish?
Puta.
Oh, puta. Anytime you say anything negative to a teacher, curse or call them a name, is considered verbal abuse. And the policy is like 2 days out of school suspension.
The things you read now, I think that's not that.
The father was very apprehensive, so I decided that the teacher needed to be here. So I sent for Mrs. Scott. Mr. Pacheco came in because of the incident in the gym class with Oscar. And you wrote, Oscar called me a bitch in Spanish. He later told me he was talking to the ground. He obviously was not. Did you hear the Spanish word?
Yes, I did.
What word did you hear?
Puta.
That word's really, really big, but he don't say that word.
Yeah.
Maybe you heard that or something else, but...
And I might have questioned whether or not I heard it had he not taken ownership to it that first day. His first response was, I wasn't talking to you, I was talking to the ground. So he took ownership of saying that word, in fact, and the next day the whole tune changed, where that's not what I said, I actually said this instead. His frustration was taken out on me, and it was very offensive to me.
This is a classic he said, she said, and bottom line is what he said was inappropriate.
And the thing that really upsets me is that his response to me was, oh, well, it doesn't matter, I'll just have my parents come in and get me out of it like they did last time.
Oscar ain't getting out of this one. I'm a little bothered by you would just get your dad to come in. So, Dad, what do you think about? What do you have
Now
to
when
say?
I hear that, I say, what can I say? Please don't do it again. Because it's not good for yourself.
You crossed the line. You will have 2 days out of school suspension for verbal abuse.
When you come back on Friday, it's a clean slate.
That's right. I think we're all set. I do appreciate you coming in, Mrs. Scott and Mr. Pacheco.
I'll try to stay out of trouble because sometimes I can't control my anger because I think I have anger problems, but most likely I do.
I have anger problems, but okay, here. Just hate when people disrespect their teachers. I just really hate it. People disrespect their teachers. I have like no words for it. Again, I get nothing here, but every teacher needs respect here. Every teacher. That's the bottom line. And really though, I mean, I just really don't like when people disrespect their teachers or the managers. That's like disrespecting your parents. So that's what I have to say about this. When we come back, our viral video of our viral break. Stay with us. It's time for viral break. Sometimes in the viral breaks, we show funny videos. Sometimes we just show videos from 7 years ago that just really are outrage. 7 years ago, there was a viral video that happened from a Starbucks. Now, this was recorded on video. Actually, we'll show that next time. But what I wanted to show you is, I want to ask you guys a question. Have you ever played guitar in the subway? Were you ever arrested for playing guitar in the subway? It's like what happened in this video right here. With over 1.8, 1.6 views in the span of 8 years, this guy was arrested for playing the guitar in the subway. Now, it was according to the rules. So let's take a look at the full video.
Technically 4.6C. Look it up. Guys, I'm not going to hold you. You don't need to. You just need to know the law. You're not going to explain nothing. Can someone please get a recording this thing? Yeah, we're recording. Thank you. We got bigger problems in New York City than someone playing guitar. People like me down here. There's no... Get this spot right here every time I come here. Yeah, everyone else is enjoying this.
That's good. But the transit authority says that you cannot play down here without a permit.
No, it doesn't. It says attention.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Guys, I'm not going to argue with you.
We are arguing.
No, we're not arguing.
We've been arguing the whole time.
I'm asking you to put it all.
I'm saying no.
Then you're going to get arrested.
That's illegal.
No, that's not illegal.
That is illegal. He's wrong for the rest.
I'm going to show you.
You should do that. I got it. No, it's a police station. I'm saying, you guys have no idea what the regulation is before. You should look at 1050.6. Just
1056
1050.6, section C.
Unauthorized non-transit use.
Alright, so it says in there, artistic performance is allowed within the exception.
Except as expressly permitted in this division, no person shall engage in any non-transit uses, this is a non-transit use, upon any facility or conveyance. Non-transit uses are non-commercial activities that are not directly related to the use of the facility or conveyance or transportation. Means not to use transportation. The following non-transit uses are permitted by the authority.
Yes.
Provided they do not impede transit activities.
Yes.
And they are conducted in accordance with these rules: public speaking, campaigning, leaflet, and distribution of non-commercial materials like this intended to encourage the facility voter registration, artistic performances, including the acceptance of donations, solicitation of religious dignitaries and the license of funds commissioner are permitted.
Great. So I'm going to
prohibited. No, you're not. Get your stuff and leave. You're leaving.
I'm not.
No, you are leaving.
I'm not.
By force, or you're going to go out on your own.
Okay, you can arrest me, sir, but I'm not
Get
leaving.
your stuff. You're being ejected.
You can put cuffs on me if you
No. Being ejected doesn't mean you're arrested. It means you're getting thrown out of the station. Now get your stuff and let's go.
I will not stay here.
Why? 85 near Metropolitan Avenue, 900 C.
tell me your email again. Amen, tell me your email again.
ANDREWWallen@gmail.com. Thank you so much.
Right, stop playing the golf.
I'm being oppressed.
What is he being arrested on?
What's the cop's like ID? Like what's the badge number? There is no. What's the badge number? He moved out and to me and said that he was okay. Yeah, we all heard. We all heard. It said everybody heard it. You said that. You said it out loud. There are crack dealers in New York City, and you're arresting this man for playing the guitar.
I'm not arresting him. I'm telling him he has to leave.
Why?
On what grounds?
What does it matter?
On what grounds are you telling him to leave? First of all, it's none of your business.
It is a business.
I do this stuff almost every day. I listen to these guys' music every day. I like it. I don't want to be trying to arrest them.
If you're not arresting him, then what are you doing? I'm rejecting this.
Harassing him?
On what
I don't
grounds?
know.
On what grounds are you arresting?
You don't have something better to do. There's people breaking laws, real laws. Dangerous people in the city.
That's what I'm saying.
There's people who
It's the fraction of New York. Go upstairs.
Woo!
Hey!
Hey, you can't do that.
Wow.
There's no reason for this. There's no reason.
Arresting somebody for playing music? Give me a break. Now here's a news clip about this 8 years ago.
Video. It's over 500,000 views on YouTube. A Subway performer arrested as he's singing and playing the guitar. Tonight, a rally in support of the musician who says he was within his rights. CBS 2's Alice Gaynor has more from Brooklyn, where this man is filing a complaint.
It's what any performer wants, a huge crowd and cameras. But we're not here to listen to Andrew Colleen sing.
I'm asking you, what is it called? I'm saying nothing.
The 30-year-old was arrested in a video that's gone viral. As Colleen belts out Pink Floyd's Wish You Were Here, the officer comes back and tells him to get out of here. Undeterred, he picks the guitar back up.
I'm being oppressed.
At this point, point, a crowd is gathered and is arguing back with police. Colleen is whacked in the face with a guitar, backup is called, and the 30-year-old is eventually arrested while still singing. Colleen has been performing in the subways since 2008.
I received 2 tickets the time before this, and then this time I decided that I was just going to stand up for my rights and say no.
Supporters say they came out today in the hopes of raising awareness for a rule already in place. The MTA rule states that the following non-transit uses are permitted by the authority, provided they do not impede transit activities and they are conducted in accordance with these rules. Artistic performances are allowed. Colleen cited the law to the officer when he initially came over, but says he was eventually charged with loitering.
These incidents continue to happen on a daily basis, and we are taught to obey the authorities, so people do, and they leave their spots, and it's not legal.
Because he says he shouldn't be facing the music for something that's legal. In Brooklyn, Alice Gaynor, CBS 2 News.
The NYPD says the arrest has been voided after reviewing the video and finding that he was not in violation of MTA rules. The police officer involved will be retrained and does not face disciplinary measures.
They never are, as far as we know. But, common sense alert! If a rule is already put in place, you don't need to arrest somebody. It says it right there in that section that artistic performances are allowed. If he's playing for tips, like I do, then he should be allowed to. You don't arrest somebody for loitering, you're allowed to. Now that I'm speaking trained, I'm glad crap has been done to put this, and I feel sorry for him 8 years ago. I never looked at this video 8 years ago until I looked at this video 8 years ago. I mean, can you ever be arrested for that? We're not gonna have time to. Can you ever be arrested for busking? As like a subway performer. We're gonna look at that on Wednesday. But come up on Monday. A very serious issue that no parent wants to discuss their kids about. When is it the appropriate time to talk to kids about sex? There are some staggering answers, and experts say, I'll tell you that on Monday. That's it for this special Give Me a Break Sunday, Oscar 23. We'll see you again tomorrow for a Give Me a Break Monday for the sex talk. For everyone here at YouTube, which is really me, I'll see you Monday. Have a good night, everyone.